Couple of days ago, we saw where South Africans were telling Nigerians and other nationalities to please go back to their country.
South Africans that are capable of doing that. So we want all of these people deported back to their countries. It does not matter the number of years you've been in this country. We want them gone. And we will ensure that they are all...
Amongst all, they stated that the reason why there is high rate of unemployment and crime is because foreigners live in the country. And they also stated that foreigners do not pay tax.
Foreigners don't pay tax, so they shouldn't use our public hospitals. That lie gets repeated often, and some of you actually believe it. Foreigners do pay tax every single day. Every time a foreigner buys food or clothes, they are paying tax. It's called VAT. But when you tell xenophobes about this, they suddenly say, oh, it doesn't count. If VAT doesn't count, then we should refund foreign nationals all the money they pay towards VAT. After showing that foreigners do indeed pay tax, they move the goalpost. But foreigners don't pay income tax. You know who else doesn't pay income tax? 8 million unemployed South Africans. Should they be denied public health care? Be honest, this was never about tax. This is about finding any excuse to justify cruelty against poor, undocumented
Now let's tell ourselves the truth. Is this all about tax or is there more to it? Now the movement is said to have been first organized by this set of people called the Dudula. Then who are the Dudula group is formally formed by the opposition party in South Africa. Now let's talk about this lady. Now for this video we are just going to be calling her Lady Victoria. Victoria Africa, she's popularly called, would go from store to store, place to place, asking people living, whether legal or illegal, to leave their country.
We are fixing this continent. This thing of you guys moving from one country to the other, it's no longer working. We don't want this as African people anymore. We are tired of seeing African migrants moving all over the world, refusing to fix your own countries. Now we're making it very clear to you guys, Utitina, we don't want you here. We want you to fix your countries. Now you came here with a traveling document. You came with a passport. You know that you are a visitor, but now you decided to come and integrate in our communities. You know very well that what you have done is wrong.
And this will bring me to my next question. What are the South African authorities doing about this? Is this right? Like, do a normal citizen, have the right to tell another citizen legally living in that country to leave the country? What is the work of the immigration?
They must go back home. They must leave Ghana. They must leave South Africa. They must leave all African countries. Nigerians are a problem in Africa. They must leave.
We are working here, South Africa. We're doing this for our country. We're doing this for Africa. Africa will prosper. The day all Africans go home to build their own countries, to ensure that their own leaders account. They must stop leaving their own countries burning to ashes. We are fixing South Africa. Every African in South Africa must go back to their respective countries.
Now this leads me to the question, what are Nigerian immigration officers, Nigerian government actually doing about this particular thing that is happening to Nigerians living in because South Africa? I've seen countries like Ghana, their immigration officers, their president coming out to talk, coming out to give speech and holding press conference. But it looks like in the case of Nigeria, they are reluctant. They are not even doing anything. I just feel like they don't even care about what is even going on. I have not seen any major press news talk about this particular topic. Now I really feel like South Africa, that particular nation, has always been xenophobic. Check what happened, or let's trace back what happened in 2019, where there was a massive massacre of Nigerians living in South Africa. And to think of it, now this is happening again. And this time around, they are targeting black nation. The problem is that they are not, if to say that they are doing it, both the white and the black living in the countries, then it would have been better. But they are targeting specifically West Africa black people that they know that they are not going to do anything to them. That is who they are targeting. And this will bring me to the topic. What is Nigerian government saying about this issue?
There's a Nigerian based in Cape Town. He owns 800 RDP houses. Our people are paying rent to him. Now, you must tell me, what type of government do we have? There's others here. When I campaign, when you go to Terfontein, our people are renting houses from Nigerians. What type of government do we have?
Now, here is my genuine question. Is this protest coming from a place of genuine concern, or is it coming from a place of envy, jealousy, and hate? So is it safe to say that South Africa or South Africans are xenophobic? Now, remember what happened during Nelson Mandela and their apartheid. And to think that this country, that 70% of things that they own are owned by white men. And I will tell you this for fact. We Nigerians contributed immensely to the freedom and revolution of South Africa. And because they think they have one or two infrastructures, now they are not better than other African countries. If you have watched up to this moment, please don't forget to give me a like and give me a subscribe. It's free. Now let's continue.
Who gives you the right to register this type of business in South
The
Africa?
owner.
Who's the owner?
The owner is not here. Shino mama.
Shino.
The mama, she knows that.
My mama.
Yeah,
Is not a child.
She's Ethiopian.
Yeah, the owner is Ethiopian.
So which means this store is illegal. You people are not allowed to operate small businesses in South Africa.
Me, I'm so right.
You
I
what?
I rent shop, yeah. This is my.
You rent. Yes, so in South Africa we want foreigners that are going to invest.
I'm South African. I got 8 days. I got it.
You got what?
I got I'm South African, yeah.
Where's your ID?
I got it 80.
Fetch it now.
I will show you.
And then even when they ask you to present paperwork of your property or things that you own, they still go ahead and ask you to pack your things, scatter your products, scatter your papers, and just leave you. Is that legal? And then tomorrow you will see somebody coming to preach about one Africa, Pan-Africanism. Well, until we decide that we as a nation, we Nigeria, we are going to fix our country, hold the government accountable, things like this will always come up. Things like this will always come up.
I've been in South Africa for a while, and I can tell you for a fact that the only thing a South African man, especially the poor ones, hates more than a black man from another country is a black man from Nigeria. And the reason why they hate these men so much is because they feel like these men are more successful than them. And they feel like these men are the ones making the money they should be making. And if these men were not in South Africa, they would have been more serious with their life and they would have been making a lot of money too. If you stay here long enough, somebody is going to tell you to go back to your country. So yes, that's my bag. I'm going back to my country. My country is fine. I don't know about other African countries, but my country is fine. We might have a few bad leaders here and there, but there is love in Nigeria. And I hope that one day God is going to give us very, very good leaders and we wouldn't have to go to another man's country for any reason. If a black man can call a fellow black man, tell a fellow black man to go back to his country, then we shouldn't ever call white people racist. Telling a man that has no ocean dividing you and him to go back to his country while there are white people in the same country, we should never call white people racist.
Well, in the kind words of Prophet Pastor T.V. Joshua, he once said something. He said that we are the brothers and sisters of love. So let love lead.